I was muted. Welcome, 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 everyone. Come on in. Welcome to Lessons, Learning, and Readings with Larkin. Live to you here from the United States. I am Larkin. Whether you are joining us for the live or the rebroadcast, welcome and thank you so much for tuning in and joining us today for this sacred hour. Why do I call this a sacred hour? Because this is a sacred hour with spirit. This is a sacred hour where I'm going to hold space for you, where your spirit teams, that means your angels, spirit guides, teachers and non-physical, loved ones who have crossed over, including non-human animals, and all those great, amazing aspects of God's source and spirit are there supporting you during your incarnation. And so during this sacred hour that we're holding space for you to make it better and more, what do I want to say, more of an experience for you that you can benefit the most out of, I ask you to please leave your overthinking, your worries, your baggage at the door. And, have something non-alcoholic, like beverages, like I do, to help create a space and an ambiance for you. I want to use this hour to help you practice creating your own space, your own ambiance, right? Because it's really important when you're not on these lives to be able to create this space for yourself. I'm also going to be, while we're waiting for everyone to log on, welcome to those of you logging on. We'll say hi to you in a moment. Also, guys, one of the things that makes this special is if you have incense or a candle, crystals, or music to set that mood, to help shift your senses and help you leave your gunk at the door, okay? Today, I'm going to be sharing some sandalwood as our incense with you. You see, we've got some neutral colors going on here. And I invite you all to do the same. For each of you, this will be unique and different. So make sure that you learn what matters most for you to create a sacred and spiritual space for this time together. And then take that beyond this time together and go ahead and create this for yourself while you are journaling, while you are meditating, while you are connecting with your spirit team or having prayer time, okay? I'm going to say hi to everybody. And then, as usual, I'm going to grant Spirit's request to share a special message with with you guys that Spirit asks me to share with you. And they do this every broadcast since I have started on Veronica's page. Spirit has asked me to, before I get into readings, to please take the time and share their special message with each of you. Don't forget, Spirit knows who's on here. So Spirit knows exactly who needs to hear what. And keep in mind that whatever message they send through for you, whether you know it or not, at least some of you need to hear that message, okay, that are on here. The other thing is if you don't get chosen for a reading today or you don't get your questions answered, just know that I'm going wherever Spirit is guiding me, okay? And Spirit knows, like I said, who's on here, and Spirit knows who needs what the most. But one of the reasons I don't start with readings like this, and I want to take the time to help you establish the right mindset for receiving, the right frequency for receiving, is because I don't want you to miss messages Spirit is sending to you. A lot of people get on, I see this in lives with readers, they're just in competition to be chosen. They feel anxious and antsy to have their questions answered. And the truth is when you do that, even if Spirit comes through with a message for you specifically, if you're chosen, you're not going to really get the full value of the message. So I really want you guys to practice this, because even if you aren't selected personally for a message, Spirit will speak to you through other people's messages. They will find a way to get through to you with at least something. Okay? All right, here we go. We have our incense and we have our candle lit today. There we go. We are set. All right. Let's go ahead here. I'm going to say hi to everyone. We're going to do Spirit's messages. Then we'll get into readings. Don't forget, you guys, not only, along with asking your reading questions, there's no holes barred here for this hour. So if you have, readings, mediumship, questions about anything spiritual, metaphysical, or even paranormal, you guys can ask that here. Dreams, non-human animals, in developing your own intuition. I am a mindset manifesting coach as well as an intuitive psychic medium. So, they all have to work together. Your mindset and then what you do with readings all have to work together because you're a whole being. You're currently in physical form, but you're an eternal conscious soul. So all these aspects of yourself need to be taken into account. Okay. See who we've got here. All right, Cindy Smith, hello, welcome. Hi, Wendy. Susan Durrett, hello. Hi again, Paul. Welcome. Great to see you again today. See, we have Caitlin and Chelsea, Andrea Reese, and Carrie. Welcome. Oh, I'm so honored to have you guys here with me today. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and tap into Spirit's message for us today. This is an interesting one. Sometimes Spirit follows me around all day or the night before or the morning of and says, this is what I want you to share with them today during your live. Other times, I don't have any idea what they're going to talk to me about. They're going, they'll wait till I get ready and then they'll say, okay, here's our message. And it just starts coming through me because I'm always channeling, guys. I don't need to close my eyes or go into a trance to do it. I'm always channeling with them. I try to distinguish that for you when I'm doing what. But this is interesting because this started to come up last night and I didn't realize it was going to be today's Spirit message. Today, Spirit wants me to talk to you guys before we get into readings about fear. And what Spirit wants me to share with you is a couple really pertinent things. I always hope that people bring notebooks here and they actually take notes. I don't think most of the time people do, but it's really important. Or to go back and listen to lives more than once. Spirit wants me to remind you that fear can be a helpful thing to you, as well as something that makes life more difficult and can also be a deterrent, right? It can also stall things, make it difficult to make choices, prevent you from living your life. So fear can have a positive or a negative effect on your life, okay? In a good way, fear can be really good if, let's say, you are, needing to, you're on a boat that's on fire. You're going to need to jump into the water and swim to shore or get into the lifeboat, right? You might be afraid to jump off that boat, but you need to do it. In that case, fear is a good thing. If there's a tornado coming and you need to take shelter, fear is a really good thing. Go find shelter, right? But fear can also be used by humans in negative ways. Oftentimes, for brainwashing or in cults, or, even if friends and family or colleagues are trying to, control you or force you into something. Fear is definitely something that other human beings use as well. And it's one of the greatest ways to get people to do what they want. In cults, for example, they will, and it doesn't even have to be like an actual cult you're in. It can just be something you're listening to on the radio or on television. But in those situations, fear is given, and then the person giving it or the faculty giving it tries to help you see them as your savior, as your hero, right? So what Spirit wants me to share with you guys is that you need to get clear about whatever it is you're afraid about, because the third thing is that sometimes fear doesn't come across as fear. Sometimes you are procrastinating with something, or you're misidentifying something, or you have resistance to something, and you don't even think you're afraid of it. You don't recognize it's fear. You don't feel scared. You're not sweaty. Your heart isn't racing. But it's perhaps fear of the future or fear of an outcome not going a certain way, right? So what Spirit wants me to share with you is, first, identify what your resistance is in your life. Identify, why has something taken you 6 months or more to do? Go down that rabbit hole with yourself. Specifically, I would do it while you're walking quietly in nature or while you are journaling. Be radically honest with yourself, Spirit says. because when you recognize, where your fear is, if and how it is controlling you and being the force behind making decisions in your life, then you have more power to say, okay, then this is what I need to overcome, or this is what I need to change. And I think Spirit wants me to share this with you because over the past week or two, I've had so many people share with me that they really feel stuck. They don't know where to go. They feel stuck. And, you're never, ever stuck. But Spirit wants you to know that fear can come in many forms, and you might not even know that it's fear. But as soon as you recognize it and you shine that light on it, and the truth is revealed, then you're taking your power back in your center. You're the one with free will. So you're the part of your spirit team that is here with the free will to make choices, to ask and request things of your spirit team. But ultimately, you're the one that has to make the choices. You're the one that has to make the calls. And you're the one that has to follow it up with action. So Spirit wants to liberate you from the controlling aspects of fear and reveal to you the useful and helpful aspects of fear. Okay. All right. Thank you, Nedjan. I'm so glad. Keith, I see that. You mentioned that on the last broadcast. You had a dream about your dad and Lori. That's excellent. I'm so happy for you. So this is our message from Spirit today, guys. I hope that you're really listening to the message, because the spirit world knows who needs to hear it. Okay. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. Today I have the Sacred Force cards. I also have some angel cards with me in Angels in Action. Susie and I did a very thorough broadcast on angels today. And just a reminder, as we get started, I'm going to scroll up here to see where Spirit's guiding me. Just a reminder that I'm going to go where Spirit takes me. Veronica has the most amazing readers I've ever seen on this page. So if you don't get a reading from me today, she has readers doing live free readings every day of the week. And you can also find me on my Facebook page down here. I also have other free lives during the week. Hi, Prees, welcome. And let's see here. Let me star some of these. And I'll be back on at the same time tomorrow. So just know that, there'll be a message for everyone in all of these readings. And if you don't get a reading, that's okay. All right. Also, just a reminder, these are free online readings. I tell everybody this, but there's always new people on here. So I want to make sure you're aware of this. Hi, Kim. Hello. Hello, Latisse. Welcome. Good to see you. I am starring these. Just please know that on the free online readings, Spirit has asked me to be more brief to make sure I get to as many people as possible versus doing very thorough in-depth readings. And that's pretty much in general true for free online readings. So if you feel you need something more in-depth, find a reader you trust, pay them for their time, and or get on a small online group like my online angel parties where you can have a semi-private reading for less. Okay. So let's see here. Was the message for you? I think I was just saying hi to you, Caitlin, and letting you know I was starring everybody here, so I could get to as many of you as possible. Okay. Because that's my goal. Spirit says get to as many people as possible. If they want a more in-depth reading, they can schedule that with someone they trust. Okay. But the idea is to comfort and give validation and direction to as many of you as possible on the free readings. Okay. All right. Here. Let's see here. Hi, Latisse. We'll get to you too. All right. All right. All right, let's do this and then we're okay. This is more of a spiritual religious question. Paul, hello. Lately, some people are saying online that rapture is coming soon. I say only God knows when I am right. Thank you. So I'm going to be brief about this. This is it is very much of a religious question. I want to make sure we get to readings, but I think it is significant. We need to understand that labels are things that human beings, we give to things. Okay. And we oftentimes get caught up in the literal aspects of of the Bible and of religion. I'm going to reiterate this, okay? Religion is not God-made. Religion is man-made. It's made up. The terms are made up. Hi, Susan from Oklahoma. Welcome. Okay. It does not mean there is not truth in things, but we need to be careful of how literal we take these things. Okay. So if you're dealing with people who are having religious extreme teachings and experiences, I would warn you to be very cautious. All of the things you see presented externally or in the Bible externally can also be explained internally within us. Okay. So, per se, the way that I hear it described by Christians or very religious people in a religious biblical sense, I do not agree with that at all. That is a human egoic perspective. Does the concept of a rapture, is there truth in that? Yes, absolutely. But it's not a collective time. Let's remember that God's source spirit is beyond time and space. We keep limiting this concept of God. We keep trying to limit this concept of God. Think about how long ago the Bible was written. This idea of rapture was written. It was written by people who had no concept of outside of time and space. We had no quantum physics. We had no way of understanding and comprehending there not being time and space. Everything was linear, right? We thought the world was flat, for goodness sake. Okay. It's not flat, it's round. So we need to look at where this is coming from and understanding that people have their own rapture at their own time within themselves in their own reality. Okay. Do we have things happening collectively? Yes. Is there collective evolution and transformation and a collective awakening happening? Yes. You could consider that a form of rapture. But guys, the truth is that we're taking these things very literally, and they're written from an inside of time and space perspective. And so what you're seeing is very, very limited. Please don't believe what you guys see scattered all over the internet. Please don't believe these ridiculous conversations where people are trying to brainwash you. We just talked about fear and brainwashing. That's what Spirit actually wanted me to talk about today. So whereas though it's a beautiful question, you have to ask yourself, are humans answering this from inside the limited perspective of time and space? Okay, because God is beyond time and space. So there's not any point within time in which something like this would be occurring, but there is human evolution. There's conscious evolution in different realms of existence, such as here. Okay. And so the closest thing I could say that would match up to a rapture like that is a collective human consciousness going through what I see as like an hourglass, like when you have one of those sand timers. And there's going to be a level of souls here in this reality that are having a huge conscious awakening. And that is what I attribute to being similar to this idea of a rapture. Okay. Just be very careful not to get caught up in the terms. That's a very good question. I'm sure lots of people have had that question. And it's interesting to know that's going around. I'm not surprised that's going around online. So let's see here. Latisse, good afternoon. I know I've been feeling stuck and really don't know which way to go in the last year. Okay, awesome. Well, first of all, you're never stuck. Okay. I just want to remind everybody you are never stuck. The other thing is that when we are stuck, it means that we are blocking our perspective. We have a limited perspective that we have that is very, that we have blocked. And let's see here. I wanted to look and see. Okay. I want to let you know, Latisse, if you're interested, my next Meet Your Spirit Guides event is October 19th. October 19th, if you want to meet your spirit guides, okay? You have 2 spirit guides working very strongly with you right now. And their number one goal is actually to help you realize you're not stuck, okay? And when we feel stuck, it is because we are unaware of the choices and the options of choices that we actually have. And it also means that we are either not aware of or are choosing not to go beyond our comfort zones. Okay. Everything you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. And your spirit guides have been trying to kind of push you this way. So, what their guidance to you today is you need to step back. They want you to know you need to step back. You need to kind of relax first, right? If you were here in the beginning of this broadcast, I share with everyone that you really need to be able to relax to receive. So you need to step back and you need to ask yourself, okay, this is what your spirit guides are telling you, and they've been trying to tell you this, okay? What is it that I am afraid of doing that I'm not doing? What choices am I not making? What actions have I not been willing to take that I've been advised to take or that I know I need to take that are risks that I need to take? Because we feel stuck when we are not getting out of our comfort zone, okay? Because when we don't continuously get out of our comfort zone where we can manifest and create new things, the things we're next ready for to grow and evolve, we end up feeling very stuck because nothing is satisfying for us. And we see these goals and options and we don't know what to do. And literally it can really appear as though we're stuck. But truth be told, you are never stuck. And your spirit guides have been whispering this, one in each ear. So I don't know if you need to journal, if you need to take long walks in nature, but you need to be radically honest with yourself. You need to find out what comfort zones you're not getting out of, what choices you have been afraid and unwilling to take, and or actions that you have been unwilling to take. Okay, this will help shift you loose, and you're going to have to take some risk. You're going to have to do what you haven't been wanting to do in order to feel unstuck. Okay, here's the motivation for you that your spirit guides want me to remind you of. Okay, lessons are repeated until learned. So until you take this next step and you get out of your comfort zone and you do something different, you're going to feel stuck. Okay, and they don't want that for you. All right. So they know you've been asking for help with this. They know you've been trying to find your way out, but they want you to stop struggling and thrashing around. Okay. Now, if you still find that you need more help, I offer 5 free, they're not free readings. They are not free discovery call. I mean, they're not free coaching sessions either, but they are free discovery calls. And that is to offer you options and a plan if you really feel stuck for the next steps you need to take to feel unstuck, to know what you need to do next. And if you want to do that, I'd find me on my Psychic Medium page and message me or message me at larkinsreadings.com, but you have to save that email to make sure when I get back to you, it doesn't go to spam. Okay. So that's another option for you, but your spirit guides are there with you. They are trying to assist you. And they had me call on you today because they've been trying to verbalize this to you. And they say, you're so busy trying to figure out the how that you're not hearing what they're saying. You're not seeing their messages. Okay. So that's very important. Christy Cook, I am well. Thank you. All right, let me scroll down here. Latrice, I hope that helps. And thank you so much for joining me today. Keep me posted, okay? All right. Let's see here. Wendy. Let's see. Hi, Tamer. Welcome. All right. Wendy, any message from my sister, Rebecca? Okay, let's see here. All right, I have, so as I started on mediumship, I always have several souls that step forward. So I want to make sure we're matching the right soul up with you, Wendy. There's actually 2 souls coming up here. And guys, I'll get back to your comments. There's so many comments. If I don't say hi to you, and I always get off and I see there's people I didn't say hi to. If I don't say hi to you, I honestly just didn't see you, okay? So I will try to get back to everybody's comments. Hi, Tracy and Katie Newkirk. All right. Good, Latrice. Yes, good for you going back to school. You're welcome. All right. So let's see. So Wendy, there's 2 souls moving forward right now. I want to make sure that they're connected to you. There's actually one soul that, hi, Diane. Welcome. Love when my clients show up. And Andrea, welcome. So there's two souls coming in, Wendy. I want to make sure, so we need to make sure we've got the right ones. Both of these ladies have dark hair. They're sort of like, I would say, in how they're coming through to me now, it's sort of kind of medium length. They're not real short, not really long hair. Both is dark hair coming through. Hi, Terry. Hi, Paul. Let's see. One soul that is coming through, and they're both coming through very equally, Wendy. So if this resonates with you, or if it does not, please let me know, because these are the souls moving forward into the space right now. One of the souls coming through is heavy set. She's a heavy set woman. And one of the souls coming through is actually a slender woman. Let's see. They're also showing me a, I do not believe that it is pearls. Hi, Melanie, welcome. I don't believe that it's pearls, Wendy, but they're showing me what looked like pearl size, a beaded necklace that would just be around this area of the neck. So right now they're giving me different signs and symbols for resonance and validation. Let's see here. Interesting. So they're saying that there were things that could, there may be more souls here too, Wendy, but these are the ones coming in right now. They're also saying that there were things that at the time, so the heavier set woman is saying that now that she's on the other side, it's fine, like all is well. She recognizes that everything she would have wanted to say while she was still here, that it's all right, because once on the other side, you realize that all is well. Okay. Hi, Kristen, welcome. But at the time, she's saying that there were things that she wanted to share and say with you. So does the heavy set woman resonate with you, Wendy? And if so, who would that be? Because they're both actually coming through to me as though they're not coming through to me as older. They're actually coming through to me more as like, maybe they're in their like, it's really hard to tell. Almost like maybe 40s, like 30s, 40s, and 50s, like not older, but just kind of like sort of midlife. And the heavy set woman and actually the skinnier one, both, they're giving me this resonance and this feeling of there were things they would have liked to have said before they passed to people they did not get to speak to. Okay. Now, of course, as I said, they're at peace on the other side, but there are things that they wanted to say while they were still here. So this means to me, there were either people that were not there at the time of their passing, they did not get to say goodbye to, or this means that there were things that could have been helpful to the people that were left here that they were unable to say to them beforehand. Sometimes that means they were unable to speak. Sometimes that means that those people were not present with them at the time of their passing and they did not really get to say a goodbye. Okay. Your sister died at 51. Okay. So if you're talking about the heavier set woman, Wendy, that's the one that comes in most as the energy that really felt as though there were things she could have and should have said. She felt while she was still here, but was for some reason unable to give what she felt was really a closure, a thorough goodbye. And let's see. Hold on here. Well, let's clarify that then, Wendy, okay? Because I want to be very specific about who these souls are. Hi, Jason, welcome. This woman, the woman that was heavy set, is almost like, I think her hair might have been naturally straight, but it was like kind of, it had some big waves in it at the time. She actually came through to me as having like almost like I think it's like a plum, it's like a purple or a plum dress on, um kind of a V-neck, and this beaded pearl type necklace is very prominent. So I don't know if you have a photo of her that when we get off of here, you'll be able to look back through photographs and get validation. A lot of time the validation for the souls comes through after the reading. But she says there are people that she did not get to say goodbye to, and just to know that she is at peace with that now and that that is okay. But she does see and witness the reasons and the desire for those people that she left it to have had that closure with her. Okay. Hi, Tammy Finch. And she apologizes for that. Let's see. I don't know. It feels like a relative, Wendy. So I would look back and see. I'm not sure, as you responded in the comments when you said could be my aunt, could be my grandmother. I'm not sure which one of those you were referring to refer to who. I'm just showing you who's coming through. They definitely have a family resonance with you. Okay. So you may want to check that out. It could have been an aunt type figure, but she is coming through. Not any older than in her 50s. Okay. Then the more slender woman that's there and present. Who was the smoker, Wendy, in your family? Who was the woman in your family that smoked? And then, yes, definitely do that. And then your sister's energy, I don't see as much of a full body, but I see it looks like dark hair and a really sweet smile. I'm seeing a ring specifically. And then she's coming forward along with this slender woman that she looked rather unhealthy, and she was the smoker. She's present as well. They're all together actually. So the heavy set woman, your sister, and this more slender woman who let's see, your dad smoked and sister smoked long ago. Oh, okay. All right. Well, your aunt is definitely there. Your grandma's definitely there because there's more souls coming in. Your sister is there, but she's not physically coming in as clearly. And okay. Your dad and sister smoked long ago. Okay. Well, the one that was smoking, that showed me smoking, that's not your sister energy. So that might have been an aunt or something like that. Let's see, it could be my aunt. Yep, that's her. Yes. It's an aunt energy. That's an aunt energy. Yes. That's right. Okay. So then she's present there, and your sister energy also. You guys have a lot of this going on in your family of souls passing before really giving closure to the people that they feel that needed the closure. So again, understand the souls don't need the closure. Your sister didn't need any more closure. But there's a sense of that with you as well, Wendy, that she felt as though there was a level in which you did not get closure with her and you did not get to say goodbye to her. Okay. And so she wants you to know that from the other side perspective, that is okay. And she also wants you to know that you can reclaim that closure now. Okay. So by talking to her, she can see you, she can feel that, she knows the things you think about and maybe run over in your head. But she's still her. So that human aspect of her, that human agoer self is gone. Hi, Melanie. Welcome. But please understand that closure, you still have an opportunity for that closure. Okay, so you can have that closure. She says, cry it out, talk to her, and she can receive it fully. She knows fully about that. Okay, the only difference is that she wants you to know that she is receiving it and she is answering you and she is responding to you. So in order for you to really get that, you need to be in a place that's receiving, right? And you need to just really let go of your thoughts, throw out what you want to share with her, and trust that she is working to get back to you on that. The feelings she's showing me is that you're going to sense her most now through feeling. Hi, Jean. Welcome. Good to see you. You're going to get that mostly through a sense of peace and forgiveness and love. You're going to feel that from her, and that through the clairsentience, Wendy, that's how you're going to get your most peace from that. Okay. Because she sees you struggle with that and she does want you to have peace with that. Okay. Let's see. Now, is she the one you guys buried, Wendy? Is she the one you buried? Because what she's showing me and what she's saying to me is that she's saying, and I understand a lot of this could be the age factor. You said, she passed away younger than when people think she should have. But please know, number one, we choose when we cross over. So she chose when she passed. Okay, her soul chose when she passed. But she's also saying to me, they're still mourning me. They're still mourning me at my resting place. You did not bury her. Okay, so where would you consider her resting place to be? Because she's literally saying to me, they're still mourning me at my resting place. So first of all, we know they don't rest permanently, right? They just transcend to the other dimension. You lived far away, yes. But there is a place or something consistent in which she sees that you go to cry, to think about it, to talk to her, and understand. She's saying to me right now, she's everywhere. So no matter where you are, you take her with you. She is there present with you. And it's, she's like, I'm actually as close as I was when I was here. It's just that you're missing the physical aspect of me. You're missing the physical aspect of me. Okay. But as far as your ability to connect and communicate with her, Wendy, it's not anymore that way. Okay. And so, wherever it is you identified, she's identifying it as her resting place. She's saying you consistently have these mornings of her. And so please know that she knows that. And she wants you to know that she's even better than you are. So don't worry about her. Okay. You understand that? Okay. Excellent. They will say things that may not make sense when they come through us readers, but, they know it will make sense to you. So you'll find a way to resonate with it. So I'm glad that makes sense to you. Wendy, I'm going to leave you with your sister. This relationship, now that we've had a connection, will be actually stronger. The same with your aunt, who as well, and your grandmother. These, loved ones are all together. Go back, go through photographs, go through memories. Know that your connection now is stronger because this has been a major acknowledgement of your connection, of them transforming. And know what Spirit has told me to tell all of you, that those that pass away, your relationship has not ended. It has merely transformed. Okay. So you just have to learn how to have a new type of relationship. Okay. You're welcome. I hope that helps you. All right, guys, I need to, let's see here. Trying to get to as many of you as I can. Sorry, I get a little too long here. Let's see here. Okay. Keith, your birthday will be a good one if you choose to make it a good one. This is about you making a choice and setting an intention. Do not give away your power to the outside world, please. Okay. You claim that power. You decide it's going to be a good one. You be grateful. Okay. And that will invite that in. Good and bad is perception. So it's really up to you. Let's see here. Let's do this one. Andrea, welcome. All right. Let's see here. Oh, any messages from my wonderful dad, please? All right. Let's see here. Okay, so Andrea, let's sort this out too and make sure we're identifying the right soul. I see a gentleman coming forward, really warm, big heart, absolutely delightful. I love this. And he actually has a really the soul coming forward has beautiful white hair, like a full head of white hair. Do you identify this as being your dad? Seeing if there's any other souls coming in here with him. Let's see here. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Wow. This soul has like absolutely beautiful white hair, the soul that's coming in. He looks like kind of your average weight and really bright, sparkly eyes. Let's see here. There's also, let's see, coming in with him. Hi, Terry. All right. I want to make sure though with specifics, Andrea, that we get this right. He was a happy man. But I'm seeing the joy, the love, the warmth, and that beautiful white hair. I mean, if this is the gentleman with the beautiful white hair, then this is him. Wow. Let's see. So he's actually showing me, I'm going to show you sharing with you what he's showing me. It's okay if it doesn't make sense at first. They show me things that I don't understand. It's just my job to share them with you. Yeah, he's got beautiful sparkling eyes. He's actually showing me, a lovely church. Did you guys used to go to church as a family when you were a little girl? Or do you remember specific time that you went to a church? Because he's actually showing me his presence and his energy at, coming out of a church. It looks like a stone church, actually. He's showing me that. He's showing me a seaside with seagulls and like like the grass you have on the ocean side, and the gentle, beautiful tides coming in and the sound of the ocean waves. Let's see, he's showing me that. He's showing me different images that he's bouncing around to. He's showing me embracing you and giving you a big kiss on the cheek and whispering something special in your ear. He was wearing like a beautiful suit that had like a kind of like a shine to it. It looks like he's taking me through a series of memories for you. Let's see. He's also showing me being present with you at the time of a woman in your family, a woman in your family passing as a very sad time in your lives. And he's showing me him being there present with you. And you guys having a very deep, special conversation and trying to comfort and heal one another. It was one of the deep conversations and moments that you guys shared in your lives. I don't know if it was a grandmother that passed away, but it was a matriarch of your family and they're passing, and you guys were at someone's home and he's showing me being present with you. So that's okay, Tanya. I'm glad you're back. So he's running me through these images, and I believe these images are to give you validation that it's him and that, it really is still him, that now that he's on the other side, okay, it makes sense. Good. Okay. Well, he basically immediately came forward when you asked for him and I called upon you, brought you up, ran, showed me who he was, and then ran me through these memories of your life, which is why I haven't been looking at you guys. I've been looking at my third eye because I've had to use all my senses here to describe these memories. Okay. And thank you, Melanie. I'm glad they make sense. What he wants you to know is that, it was perfect timing for him, that he had an absolutely incredible life. He's saying, I did what I was here to do. He's like, I came here, I raised the family I was meant to raise, I did it the way my soul would have wanted to. He said he had a very specific set of things that he wanted to accomplish in this life, as far as being the soul he was here in this world. And he's like, you know what? I did it. He's like, I did it. Literally like that, with the fist. He's like, I did it. And that joy and that glow and that bright and that sparkle I see in his eyes, I think is a very remnant of that. And so he wants you to know that, there are no regrets. He had a full and very happy life. He said, I know to some, it seems as though he could have been here a little longer. But he said, actually, he chose to leave in perfect time. His window of opportunity was there. He had accomplished what he needed to. He felt that his family was set and well and capable. And he was very joyful and at peace with that. He said he was very joyful and at peace with that. He's very at peace on the other side. He continues to be very proud of you and his family. And he joyfully, now I hear souls all the time tell me how they're with us, and they're with the loved ones and all of that. And they're all joyful, but he adds in his own words in there. And I joyfully continue to walk beside and support you all. He continues to walk beside and support you. And so, he said, just keep talking to me as though I was there, because I'm right there. And he also says that, when you cross over, when the rest of the family returns to non-physical, there's going to be a huge celebration, a huge party, a huge reuniting of celebrating the accomplishments and the shared life experiences that you guys had here. He says he sees you as being on track and doing what you came here to do as well. And he just wants you to believe in that and continue believing in yourself and just keep doing what you're doing. He's very, very proud of you. Okay. You're going to have a stronger connection to him, Andrea, now that we had this connection here. So just keep talking to him. He says, you can ask him more specifics in order to get validation back that it's really him, just like he gave me specifics here today. Okay. And please keep me posted. This is a beautiful reading. He's a beautiful soul. And I'm going to send you off with him now too. Okay. Yes, you do every day. And you can deepen that. Whoops. Sorry. I hit yours and Carrie's came up. Just, if you want to deepen that, just continue to get more specific and trust even more in it. And you'll be amazed at how you can, the subtleties will become louder for you. Okay. Awesome. All right. I'm glad you guys are liking this message. That's awesome. All right. Let's see here. All right, guys, I've got like 12 minutes left. All right. Let me scroll back up here. I have a couple of these star guys. I see your questions. All right. I want to get to them. Where do I start here? Let's see here. Please, who would you like to hear from? What pet would you like to hear from? You said pets, and like all sorts of animals came in. I've even got pigs coming in here today. Let's see. You actually have both cat and dog energy around you, priest. So if you could be more specific and let me know, that would be great. You also have, gosh, you've got a lot of fairy energy around you, actually, which is probably why I feel all the animal energy around you right now. Let's see. Been sad lately. Your dog? Okay. Yes, Terry, your son is around. You keep talking to him. Okay, let's see here. Is this the little medium size? I say little. Is this the medium sized dog here? Let's see here. There's a medium size dog energy Prees around you. All right. Well, you guys are all coming in with messages now. I only got 10 minutes. Let's see here. And a much bigger energy body and soul than the physical dog was energy wise. So much energy, so much enthusiasm. Really a tickly, loving energy. All right, so Pre, I'm getting the number 7 and 8, but I'm also getting the number 10 surrounding this dog's energy. And I'm getting so much gratitude, like just this energy of fun and excitement and enthusiasm and thank you. And I think the excitement and the enthusiasm actually, Priest, is coming in from the excitement of you calling upon this reading. And just, pets get so excited when we ask about them. And they get so grateful and so enthusiastic because they're so pure and they're so innocent. Their energy is so pure and innocent. And they had such a hard time communicating with us when we're here because we don't listen to animals as well. We don't listen to non-human animals as well. So they get so totally excited when we're getting their attention and we're choosing to ask, how are you? What are you saying? How are you doing? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so you said 7 is the date that she passed. Okay. 10 months is the month she was born. Okay. How wonderful. Awesome. Okay. So there we go. The 7 and the 10. That's great. So, she wants to tell you that you guys had this perfect fun relationship and that, she chose you and that she wants you to know you made the very best choices you could. You made all the best choices you could. And she wants to thank you for that because she's like, you really did care about me and you really put my best interest at heart. And she wants to thank you for that. Okay. She wants you to know she's still your best friend. She's still there as your best friend. She is one of your soul animals. So she will be there when you return to the other side. She will be there. But she's like, one of her lessons to you was to live as fully as you possibly could. Live as fully as you possibly could. That's what she did. And that's what she wants you to continue doing right now. She gave you fun, love, unconditional love, enthusiasm, admiration, support. But she also says one of the things she gave you was she grounded you. Okay. And so she wants you to know now you can find your own ways to center and get grounded. Remember what that feeling was like because that dog energy really grounds us. Okay. And just know that she's there loving you and she thanks you so much. You can talk to her anytime. She visits you in the astral plane all the time. And especially when you're in the kitchen, she runs around you. She runs around your legs. She says she runs circles around you. And she tries to allow you to feel her presence so that you can feel that comfort. Okay. Hi, Lily Rose. Welcome. All right, Priest, thank you for letting me read you and connect with your beautiful dog. I love her. She's very precious. You'll have a stronger connection with her now. Okay. All right, guys, I have 6 minutes. There are way more of you wanting readings now than I can possibly get to. So if I don't get to you today, I'm back here at the same time tomorrow. I also have free online readings on my page, and Veronica has amazing free readers on here all week. Don't forget, if you want something more detailed and in-depth in a free reading that offers validation and guidance, then you need to pay someone for that or get on a small online group semi-private reading, okay? There's 3 levels of readings. All right. Because I do want to get to everybody here. Terry, I do want to get to you. I have a couple people I have starred first I need to get to today. And I'm going to tell you also, Terry, that if I get to you or someone else on this page, that looks like a pretty in-depth reading too. So you may want to find a reader that you're familiar with and you trust and actually get a more in-depth reading. Pay them for a reading because I'm seeing that's going to be a lot of good healing for you. Okay, hold on here. Don't forget, guys, on Friday, I have Furball Friday, just an hour dedicated to nothing but animal readings, okay? Let's see. Does that mean that I meet her in the astral plane? Yes, she comes to you both in your dreams and in the astral plane when you're sleeping. Your souls play and get together. So yes, it does. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Larkin. I got chills during the reading. You would have loved meeting her. She was such a sweet, beautiful pup. Yes, I can see that. I would have, and I have. It has been an honor reading for her. Thank you, Priest. All right. I really want to get to the cat reading too, and the one for your son, Terry. Let me get up here. Let's see here. All right. So Carrie, yeah, I mean, so this is something, a soul connection like you guys have is something that is most valuable as you discover it on your own. Soul connections are sometimes, that means they're super easy. They're really innate. They're natural. And other times our soul connections mean that they give us the opportunity to actually have some of our biggest challenges. Okay. And a lot of times what you'll find, like you guys are finding, is you'll find a repeat in some of the patterns. In other words, you can recognize in each other what some of your innate and eternal soul strengths are, and as well as what some of your soul challenges are. So you guys are also here to help each other work through the things your souls are here to learn. And you can see each other because you recognize each other as souls. You guys can actually help each other with those life challenges. Okay. And that's the opportunity that you guys have now. So once you guys get to another level of your friendship together, you're going to find different opportunities and avenues to support and help each other grow simply because you have that soul connection. Okay. But understand that just because you have the soul connection doesn't mean this very surface level mental, human, egoic things aren't there. Those are actually the tools, processes, and challenges for your souls to learn and grow with. Okay. So you're going to definitely have those opportunities together. Love each other, enjoy one another, respect each other, take notice of and utilize the trust that you can have on that soul connection. Okay. It's beautiful to see. What a great question. Okay. Okay. I want to get to, okay, I want to get to Cindy and Terry. The thing is, guys, is I have like 1 minute left, and I would like to spend a little more time, Terry and Cindy, Terry on your son, Cindy with your mom, more than just 30 seconds. These are free online readings, so they're not going to be long and in depth like a private or small group reading, but I would like to spend more than 10 or 15 seconds on them. So if I would recommend you either get on another free readers live reading here, or you come back and see me at the same time tomorrow, because I want to spend more than 10 seconds on this. Okay. And they are both with you. Your mom is with you. Your son is with you, Terry. They are with you. They're never going to go anywhere. They can hear you. Anything you say, they can hear you. They know what you're feeling. They know what you're doing. They're there. The question is, how do you strengthen your ability to receive from them? Okay. And if you want to come back tomorrow, I can help you connect to them a little more deeply. And then, like I said before, if you really want to connect with them, I would find a reader you resonate and trust with, and I would actually get a private reading with them. Okay. All right. I'm going to do that because I got it literally. It's time to get off. Katie, I want to quick say this before I log off because I saw you asking. You are at a threshold of a new peak of spiritual awakening and consciousness. And it's very pertinent because it's having to do with very tangible physical things that seem like mental and emotional decisions in your life. Those are the key components, the challenges and opportunities to this next level of your consciousness, okay, of your conscious evolution. And so that's where the focus needs to be, even though it doesn't seem so nice and fun, okay? All right. You're welcome, Terry. She says, thank you. Oh my God. Okay. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. I have to log off. And I would love to connect with Griffin, Mary Lime, if you want to connect with me. Don't forget, you guys connect further on my Psychic Medium page. If you want one of those free discovery calls or to join my Meet Your Spirit Guides event, please find me here on my Psychic Medium page. Otherwise, I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in, everyone.